Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I am in Surfside Beach. I am at Beach Beads. I've been so excited to come here. Hi Cindy, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, Cindy, we got a lot of stuff behind us, but tell me a little bit about how you got to be here at Beach Beads.
I found out the store was closing and I came down with a gift certificate that my husband gave me for Christmas. And all of a sudden I just said, have you ever thought about selling it instead of closing it? And 1 month later I owned the store.
Serendipitous.
It was, it happened, everything fell in together and we've enjoyed it. We're working together now instead of apart. My husband and I own the store and run it. Just the two of us, so please be patient. And we've enjoyed having time together. It's just been so great. And the people in Surfside are amazing. They've been so good to us. And the locals too. We have a group that comes in and be here in just a little while, and they call it beading therapy. And so we're providing things to the community. I like to work with children and help children learn the trade. So I like to be a part of the community. I was in scouting 20 some years and have always tried to give back to the community. So I feel like this is a way that I can and give kids something to do besides working their phones.
That's true. That's
and
true.
It can be a trade. I mean, my daughters did it in college and earned money. So it's something to fall back on too.
Well, let's talk about what all you guys offer here. Not only do you have all these beads where you can make your own stuff, you have kits, you have classes. Give me the whole rundown.
Oh my goodness, we do make and take, which is the most popular in the summer. It's where you can come in and pick out your beads, and then you get a kit and sit down at the table. We walk you through putting it together, and I put the clasp on for no charge.
There's just something about being able to make your own jewelry that makes it so much more special, and then you have that memory too of your vacation or just a time in your life.
It's something you can take back with you, and I have people that come back every year. Kids grew up coming here because it's been here about 20 years, so every year they come and make their own piece of jewelry to take home and remember their trip to Myrtle Beach.
Now, if you're not one of those people that's too great with their hands, you have some already made gorgeous pieces by artists.
Yes.
Lots of different artists
Yes,
here.
I have, including myself, there are 5 of us that make jewelry and sell it here in the store. So you get an original piece of jewelry, handmade, and nobody else will have it. It'll be very unique, and only you will have a piece of your trip as well. Or you can be a local and enjoy the jewelry that we sell around Christmas. We love to have people come in and want that unique and different piece of jewelry to have for someone they love. So sometimes we have guys that come in and they're awkward and they don't know what to do, but they know they want something unique and special and different for their wives for Christmas.
So if somebody is interested in coming in, shopping with you guys, or taking a class, where can they find out more information?
Our website is SC, like in South Carolina, beachbeads.com is our website. We can't sell 4,000 different kinds of beads there, but I do have some of my findings, my wire that we make jewelry with, I sell on there. My classes are listed there, so you can look at the classes and see what the cost and how long they are. I have a great time with that. I love teaching and I love working with people and just seeing the experience. They come in and go, I've never done this before, and then suddenly, oh, this is beautiful, look what I did. Create and inspire. That is what we love to do here. Create and inspire people to go on and make more, and even be creative on your vacation to make something for yourself and to remember the store by and their trip.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Okay, well today I'm back in the garden with Frank Johnson here at WBTW. Thank you so much for teaching me all of your wisdom.
All right, I do what I can.
Thank you so much. Okay, look at my prop. We've got a watering can today.
Yes, it's more than a prop, there's water in there.
There is, there's actually water in here. So what are some things that people need to know when it comes to watering their garden?
Oh, okay, plants need water.
Yes, they do.
They need sunshine, they need soil, and they need water. It's one of the three things. They also need fertilizer and food. But water is very important, especially on days where we get a lot of sunshine and it hasn't rained in a while. And so it's a little more than just picking up the hose and watering the garden. That's important as well, but when you're preparing your garden, you have to think ahead as to how you're going to water it.
Yeah.
And develop a good, healthy soil type. Gardens need to have good drainage, so that when you water it, or if it rains a lot, that water doesn't just stay there.
Like, it's nasty.
You need it to move on. You need the plants to get their drink, and then the water to move on. And we do container gardening here at News 13. So we've got proper drainage. You can't water containers too much as long as there's drainage. If it's a container that has holes in the bottom, the extra water is just going to go right out. These containers, if I water it too much, the extra water just goes out.
Yeah.
But if you have a garden in the ground, when you're building the garden, you want to, is it in the proper spot? If it's in the low part of your yard, know that you're going to get water that accumulates there, and you may need to just use plants that drink up a lot of water. But for vegetable gardening, that low spot that accumulates a lot of water is probably not the best spot for a garden. You want an area that's going to drain out nicely, so that when you do water it, the water doesn't just stay. And really, your basic everyday watering, you soak the soil. It's more than just, getting the ground wet.
A little drink.
Yeah, you want it to soak into the ground a couple of inches.
A nice guzzle rather than a sip.
Exactly.
So you can't just go, there you go.
It needs more than that.
Yeah.
It needs more than that. And timing is also very important as well. A lot of plants are sensitive. If their leaves get wet and stay wet, they'll develop a lot of mildew or mold or diseases.
Yeah.
So the best time to water is first thing in the morning.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by TurboTax.
All right, everyone. Today I'm joined by Lisa Green-Lewis. We're going to talk about taxes. Don't we love taxes around this time of year? It's time. Lisa, what do you think people need to know right now when it comes to refunds?
The first thing you need to know is, to get started, gather everything all in one place. So your documents that report your income, like W-2s and 1099s, and then especially you want to gather those forms and receipts for expenses that can be worth deductions. And then also, there is a move you can make that can make a positive outcome on your taxes. So you can contribute to your IRA and make a 2024 contribution by April 15th. And then that's up to $7,000, $8,000 if you're 50 and over. And you may be able to deduct that on your taxes.
All right, that sounds awesome. So when is the deadline?
So the deadline is April 15th. And there are some situations. Last year there were a lot of disasters, wildfires, hurricanes. If you were impacted by any of those disasters, you may have additional relief in the form of an extended deadline or payment. So you can look on irs.gov to see if you have any extensions if you were in those areas.
All right. Well, how is TurboTax helping customers file their tax returns this year? I know I use TurboTax every year. So tell me about these features.
TurboTax is giving tax filers done-for-you experiences, and we have some free options. So we have the TurboTax mobile app offer. If you did not file with TurboTax last year, you can do your taxes yourself on our mobile app, and you can file your federal and state taxes for free. And that's any complexity. So you can be self-employed, you can be an investor.
That is awesome. All right, where can our viewers go to learn more information?
you can go to turbotax.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by TurboTax.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture Integrative Medicine.
For some 3 years now, I had gone to the orthopedic surgeons, cortisone shots every 3 months, gel shots. They worked for a while, but then they just became not very effective at all. So I needed relief. I didn't want to do knee surgery. I'm a little bit overweight, so they wouldn't even allow me to do that. So, not a little, I'm a lot overweight. But anyway, I needed a different form of relief. And actually it was my daughter who does acupuncture up in New Jersey who suggested it to me and said, you should just try that. And then I saw your commercials on TV and the rest is history. My life since coming to AIM has greatly improved. I was told it would take a few months, and sure enough, that was the case. And I stuck to the schedule set by Dr. Tanya, came all the time, and I did what I needed to do, and it has greatly, greatly improved. My favorite part is the people here. It is very relaxing, but everybody here is really just so nice, and they listen to you. Dr. Tammy listens if I have another little ache at some spot. She tries to help me with that, and everybody advises me here on what I should do next.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm so excited to be at AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine today, and I'm joined by a new face, Kelly. How are you today, Kelly?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad I get to know you a little bit better, and we're going to talk about one of your patients today. Kelly, tell me what exactly you do here at AIM Acupuncture.
So I work in the back of house with Dr. Tanya and Dr. Tammy, taking care of our patients, putting on ATP pads, connecting stim, making them feel comfortable and right at home.
I've gotten to see Kelly in action many times here at AIM, and I can tell that you guys really care about your patients. And one of those was Keith that we got to sit down with today. What was Keith dealing with before he came to AIM?
So Keith came to AIM with horrible knee pain. It would keep him up at night. He wasn't able to do, the activities that he liked to do, couldn't do housework, was on pain medication, having to take Tylenol. So we were his last resort, but his best resort.
And I can imagine whenever you start to see that progress over time, it's very rewarding for you.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about working here is I've always loved to help people and to see a transformation in, how they come in. We have patients coming in wheelchairs and walkers, and a couple months down the road, they're walking in and out with nothing. So it really is the best feeling just to be able to help somebody and see their growth.
And let's talk a little bit more about Keith and his progress over time. Mm-hmm. Now that he has gotten a couple treatments, what has been his progress so far?
He loves to do yard work. That's his major thing, and he was so happy to be able to go out and do his own yard work and not have to hire somebody and not have to take pain medicine or Tylenol. So that was his big happy thing that he got out of this, is he can do his yard work again.
I love it.
portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture Integrative Medicine.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.